So as you can tell by just the way this is set up, the way I titled this video, that this is not a typical video I film. And to be honest, I have no idea what I'm about to say. This has been on my mind all day, and I just kept wanting to make this video because I'm honestly very frustrated. I just felt this urge that I need to change my channel a little bit. Not just my channel, I feel like I need to change several things in my life. Again, I have literally no idea what I'm about to say because my brain's kind of all over the place, and I've never done a video of this nature before. With that said, this isn't to say that every video I'm going to make from now on is going to be like this. This is just a video I wanted to make just to see what you guys think, just to kind of, I don't know, change things up, I guess. I woke up today with this like extremely just big frustration that things are just not the way I want them to be in my life. I wanted to make this video because I kind of want to be more honest with you guys about where I am in my writing career, where I want to be in my writing career. And as a writer who basically shares writing advice, I just want to be more honest and more truthful because I think it's something we all go through, you know, just the struggle of trying to make it in this career. For the majority of writers, it's like a roller coaster of an adventure getting to where they want to be. And that's pretty much how my life is in terms of my career. Now, with that, I'm very aware that just because I'm about to try doing things differently, that doesn't mean that I'm going to succeed in the way I want to, you know, like live my life and have my career. But it's a start. I think it's a start. Basically, what led this on is just me considering my channel and what I've been doing so far with it. And for the past, I think 3 years, I think that's how long I've been on YouTube at this point. So for that duration, I pretty much make almost the same videos. If you've been on my channel since I first started, then you probably know that I used to make more writing humor videos. I would make funny videos about what it's like being a writer. So if you've been following me since back then you know that's how I started. And you probably knew that I would do one writing advice one week and then one writing humor video the next week, and I would just keep doing that and cycling through the topics. Although the writing humor was probably like the biggest thing for me, like the thing that brought viewers to my channel and just made people laugh, other writers laugh, and I enjoyed it. Eventually, it was just exhausting making those videos because there's only so many topics I could think of that are funny about being a writer. So I changed that up and I went full on writing advice. Now, as much as I love sharing advice and I want to continue sharing writing advice, I feel like it just hasn't been exactly what I thought it would be for my channel. So like, what do I mean about that? Well, to give you an idea of what my YouTube process is like, first I research good topics that people are interested in based on the videos that a lot of people seem to be interacting with, or the blogs that get read the most or that are the highest on Google search results. Based on like a bunch of things, I take what I gather and I think of topics that might interest, you know, you guys, and I basically write a topic for, like, I write a script for that video that I'm going to make. It's not something I do in 5 minutes. In total, I want to say the whole process is probably about 5 hours of work, if not more, between researching the topic and writing the script. That's approximately 1 to 2 hours, because I want to get a topic that I haven't covered before, or if I've covered it before, I want to put a twist on it so it's not just repeating the same idea over and over. Filming, that usually takes me 40 to an hour. Yeah, I know, 40 to an hour is a lot for 3 minutes to 4 or 5 minutes of view time, but yeah, I take a lot of clips because I suck on camera. I don't really know how to speak and remember my lines, which is why I write a script. Otherwise, I'd be rambling like I am right now. So that's my process. And then it takes me another half an hour to an hour to edit my video. It's a long, long thing. Now, take that knowledge and consider what it feels like to upload that. And then at the end, I don't get a lot of views out of it, at least not where I thought my channel would be at this point in me making YouTube videos. It just makes me feel awful about putting all this effort only to get nothing back. Now, I don't expect anything specific. I just feel like basically like the fact that I'm working so hard on these videos, I just hoped that like after 3 years of doing this, that I would have more people watching and just be able to help out more viewers, to be able to help more writers, just inspire them to write, inspire them to learn something, because it just meant a lot to me. I don't do YouTube because I want money, but I love sharing writing advice. It's just something, I do it because by sharing the writing advice, I am also learning, even if it's something I already know. It's just when you teach somebody, it reminds you of the things that you've learned. As many of you know, I did go to college and I graduated with a degree in creative writing. So this is like a real thing that I took on because I want this to be my career. I share the advice because it genuinely matters to me. And I do want to share what I know. And at the same time, remind myself of the things that I've learned. I don't think you ever stop learning. I feel like, you know, if I'm putting this much effort, then I should be making a bigger difference, not the same amount of difference that I was making 3 years ago when I started. That's what it feels like right now. It feels like I'm still at the same level that I was 3 years ago, even though I feel like I put more work now than I was when I was starting out doing YouTube videos 3 years ago. I feel like I just want to change the channel a little bit. It's just like if you continue doing the same thing over and over, what's the point? You're gonna get the same result. Like nothing's gonna change. And that's what I've been doing. I've been doing the same types of videos over and over and then wondering, why is my channel still where it's at that it started at 3 years ago? Why isn't it improving? Why am I not growing the channel? I really appreciate every viewer that does come to my channel and does talk to me. I read every single comment and I always feel so happy when I interact with you guys. It really means a lot, especially those who are always commenting. Those are my favorite people because I know like they actually care about, you know, me as a writer, and in turn, I care about them as a writer, and I'm always like encouraging them just as much as they're encouraging me and supporting me. But, you know, when I'm trying so hard to make a difference and only, let's say 150 people see my video, it just doesn't feel good when I've been doing this for 3 years and, you know, I just want to make a bigger difference, I guess. Now there is another thought on my head, which is my own writing career, my books, my writing, where I am right now. Let's talk about where I am right now. I have not written in so long at this point. I mean, I've written, but it's just been months. It's mostly been outlining. I've been so busy with my work. I've been busy with moving. We moved to a new house. Basically, it's just been a crazy year. And there's been so many changes, and they've been wonderful changes, but I've definitely been busy and had a lot of different priorities, which is again why my life feels like it's kind of derailed. So many things have changed, and I just feel like I need to get it back on track in terms of where I want to be in terms of my writing career. Now, I'm very proud of my book that I self-published, of Divinity Falling. Probably the best book I've written thus far. But, you know, every writer grows, and every writer, as they write, they think their last book is not as good as their current book. That's pretty much how I feel about everything I write. I always love the book I've written more than the one before it, which is why I know 10 books from now, I'll love that book more than the book before it, more than the book before it. That's just how it's gonna be. Even though I'm very proud of the book, even as I self-published it, I knew that eventually I want to go the traditional route. So that's still kind of where I want to be. Now, I have not tried the traditional route since I self-published my book. I have, like I said, I've been so busy that I barely have written, and the things I've written, I never ended up completing because I don't know. Honestly, I wrote a couple books and They just did not feel right. It felt like they were the wrong book to be writing, and then other things came in the way, and I never got to write for the past few months because, you know, we bought a new house, so it's been a ride. Now, I do want to start writing a book that I've been thinking about for months. So my goal right now is to finally start writing this book. I'm still in the process of outlining because my brain is all over the place, and I haven't figured out the most important elements. As an outliner, I have to outline before I write the book. Otherwise, it'll be trash. That's just my process. But I want to do this faster. I want to take it more seriously. I just want to get back into enjoying writing. And that's actually why I did the video last week on how to have fun writing again. A lot of the times when I share a video with you guys, it's because I'm also going through that. A lot of times I'll, you know, hear back from you guys and you say like, wow, Nour, how did you know that I'm going through this and like just posted it at the perfect time? Well, it's because I'm also going through that. I realize this is a kind of like me oversharing my writing process and what's going on in my life, but I don't know. I felt like I needed to be a little bit honest with where I am in my life. We all go through this. We are all trying to make it in terms of our career. I'm still, you know, trying to make my career what I want it to be. I still have a good career, but have I reached my idea of success? No. Do I think I failed because I haven't reached my idea of success? No, but I still think I have a good way to go. I want to hopefully be a step closer to success with this book that I'm gonna write. I don't know if it'll get me there, but I do know something, which is that if I try, I'll be a step closer, which is better than not trying, which is also an advice I give. It's better to write something than to basically not write anything and then go, why did I fail? Well, it's because you didn't try. It's good to try. I probably won't self-publish again. I don't know. There's a lot. Maybe things will change when I get there, but right now I'm too exhausted. I feel too drained. I feel like I've been running in 50 different directions, trying to reach 50 different places. And, you know, in doing so, I've reached none, which is pretty much not what you want when you're trying to make it in this career. So I'm too drained, and I feel like I need to concentrate on smaller goals. And while I'm doing my personal job, my writing career can still have its place. My goal is to traditionally publish it. If that doesn't work out, then we'll try a different book. I'll write again. That's just the way it is in this career. You just gotta keep writing and writing and writing. Not every book is gonna make it, but you just gotta keep trying. And that's my goal. This is what the past few months have been like for me. And I think I just need to change things up. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but bear with me, and I hope things will be good in the long run. Basically, why I'm here. Okay, so basically, I feel like we need to change this channel slightly. This is just me testing to see how things are. So bear with me, please. I would love feedback. Any feedback I can get would be extremely appreciated, because I want to make this just as valuable for you as it is for me. I don't want to be spending, you know, hours making these videos only to for you guys to just find it boring or useless. I really want to add value for you guys. So any feedback you give me, whether you don't like the videos, whether you don't like the structure, or you want me to go back to my original videos, or maybe I'm talking about specific topics that you just don't care about, but there are different topics. Just any advice you have, I would appreciate. Here's what I'm thinking for the channel. I think it would be fun, instead of continuously sharing writing advice that maybe you've heard over and over and over, and even from me, from other authors, from just literally Googling stuff, it would be better for me to read books that are, popular, that you guys like, that I like, and just analyze what works and what doesn't work with those specific books. I think there's a lot to learn from published books. Let's find out what I'm reading. I mean, I know the name of the title, but I want to make sure the name of the author is correct, because I'm reading it on my Kindle, which is all the way in my bedroom, and I'm not about to get up and get it. It's called These Violent Delights, which maybe some of you have heard of it, maybe you haven't. I literally just found out about this book last week, and I knew I just had to read it because it's a Romeo and Juliet retelling, which I love Shakespeare, and Romeo and Juliet is my favorite Shakespeare play. So I really had to read this one. It is by author Chloe Gong. I didn't want to say her name wrong. That's why I pulled it up. Chloe Gong. That's what I'm reading right now. So yeah, I knew it was a popular book, but I guess I never paid attention to it. And then I was reading the title. I'm like, that's a Shakespeare reference. Is this a Romeo and Juliet retelling? And of course it is. So point being, I would love to analyze these books that I'm reading, or even books that you guys would love me to analyze that are really popular. I mean, within reason. I'm not gonna read something that I just hate or a topic that just But if I enjoy the book that you would recommend, yeah, I would love to analyze it. Hopefully, if I'm analyzing a book, I could point out what didn't work, what I thought didn't work, because I mean, reading and writing is subjective. So, but maybe we could all learn from me analyzing something. Just say, I thought the character was weak in this aspect, but I thought they were strong in this aspect, or the dialogue didn't feel natural. You guys understand what analyzing a book means. That's what I'm thinking of doing with this channel. Now, does that mean that I'm transitioning into a booktube channel? I don't think so. I don't think this is a booktube, really. I'm not reviewing a book in terms of what I liked. For me, I'm not here to tell you oh, don't read that because it was bad. That's not the purpose of my channel. So in that aspect, I don't think I'm transitioning into a booktube channel. I don't want to be a booktube channel because I still want to be a mainly writing channel. But I think it would be helpful to analyze from a writer's perspective. If you were to replicate what this author did in terms of dialogue, would that work? Or is this just avoid that at all costs? I want to analyze not as a reviewer, but as somebody who's teaching and learning from these authors. Which leads me to my next point. I'm thinking of starting with the book I'm currently reading, These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I'm enjoying the book so far. I definitely have areas where I've noticed I don't like that, and I don't like it for this specific reason. But then other areas where I thought her writing was fantastic. So what do you guys think? Would you be interested in me creating that kind of video and just sharing what I thought as a writer, not as a reader, but as a writer, actually inspecting the story? Let me know if this is something you're interested in. Now, another thought process coming up. How do you guys feel? Would you still tune in if I take longer to make these videos because I'm obviously working harder to analyze these books? Or is this something that you'd prefer to see on a weekly basis? I don't know, are you okay with me filming once every 2 weeks? Or is that something that you just don't like? Because I feel as a slow reader and somebody who needs time to think about the stories that I'm reading, just to be able to share what I think, it just takes time. I'm gonna need time to analyze what I just let it simmer before I go and tell you what I thought, So is it okay if it takes longer to share videos? I'm terrified of not posting weekly because ever since I started my YouTube channel, I have not missed a week of filming. Whether it's a holiday, whether it's Christmas, whether I'm traveling for 3 months in the summer, I have filmed in advance. I will literally film in bulk. I will film 5 videos a day just to make sure you guys have a video to watch every single week that I'm basically on vacation or out with family, or if somebody's coming to stay with us and I can't film, I make sure I film ahead of time just so you guys have something to watch. I take my channel very seriously, so I'm very terrified to not have a video out every week. But what do you guys think? Will you still tune in? Will you be interested in if I take longer to post videos, but the videos I do post are longer and just more more serious and just they dive more into the writing of these popular books. What do you guys think? Do let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm just really curious. At the end of the day, I just want to share something valuable here. Alternatively, what I could do is post weekly, but you know, just if I haven't finished reading the book, I could analyze the 50 pages and so on. What do you think? Is that better? Do you prefer that I just take longer and let the whole book simmer? What works better? What do you guys prefer? Or I mean, I don't know, maybe it'll take me 3 weeks to actually get the whole thing going, or once a month, and it's just like a 30 to 40 minute video inspecting every little detail. What do you guys think? Now, if this is not something you guys want to see, if you don't want me to review books and you think that sucks, that's a terrible idea, let me know. Let me know if you have a different idea for something you'd like for me to see. I just want to grow the channel with you guys in mind, not just what I enjoy. Well, I mean, I want to enjoy what I'm doing, but I don't want to do something just because it's easy. I want to do it because it's valuable. What else? I feel like I had something else to say. Now I can't think about it. Oh, I guess maybe I wanted to talk about what would happen to my regular writing advice videos. I'll probably still make them. This isn't the end of writing advice videos. I just want to change things up to see if something works better for the channel. If you're wondering where I am right now, this is my egg chair in my reading room. Literally reading room, my reading themed place. And it's actually where I film. It's just the camera's usually the other way. So behind me, or in front of me, is my bookshelf that you guys see. And now it's turned toward my reading zone. This is my Zen space. This is where I read every single night. I just love this area. I promise this video won't take that much longer, but I just feel like I haven't said everything that's on my mind, and I know I'm all over the place, so bear with me. I basically suggested that I might do a live stream, like a weekly live stream, where, you know, I write with you guys, because I've seen other Authortubers do that, and I think it's very fun. And one, it'll get me to write my book, but then also we can just write together, so we motivate each other. The only thing, because, you know, I want to be honest, I have not written my book. I'm still figuring it out. So if we do the live stream, I'm pretty much going to be sitting there, at least if we do it now. I'm going to be sitting there literally figuring out my book in real time, because it's all over the place. If you look at my outline right now, you'll see that it's just, I outline and then I just delete, and then I'm like, no, we're gonna go with a different thing. I'm still figuring this process out. Once I figure it out, I really want to do the live stream. Maybe I'll do it soon though. So in summary, I want to change this channel a little bit. I want to start analyzing popular books in terms of what works and what doesn't work, but from the perspective of a writer. I don't want to just review what I liked and what I didn't like about a book. I want to really inspect it from the perspective of a writer. 2, I want to take my writing career to the next level. That's aside from YouTube. That's just my own writing. I want to take my career to the next level. I want to eventually traditionally publish. I'm not saying that this book that I'm outlining, that I'm hoping to write, is gonna get me to traditionally publish, but it's a start. If I write it, it's a step closer to my dream. I personally have always wanted to traditionally publish, and that's still my dream. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be trying. I don't know if this book will be it, but we'll give it a try. 3, have I been numbering these? I have no idea, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. The 3rd point, I just want to give added value to you guys and grow my channel in return. I don't want to be where I was 3 years ago. I just feel like if I'm going to be putting all this effort, it better be worth it for you guys. And it just makes me feel good knowing that I made a difference. I don't want to feel like I'm talking to just, you know, myself pretty much. So yeah, that's what we're gonna try doing. I thought of this idea actually. What do you guys think of me cooking and talking writing? Is that weird? Should I make that a live stream where like I just cook and you guys ask me questions and I answer? Is that, again, what Is that weird? What do you guys think of that? Oh my God, I'm all over the place. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to like just stand there and cook and just talk writing because it felt so informal and I've never done that in my life. You know, what the heck was that? Something moved outside. I don't know. Yeah. So that's where we are. I'm so sorry I brought you all the way. How far are we into this video? Probably 30 minutes. I don't know. We'll find out once I edit in a second. But thank you if you've made it this far. You guys are amazing. Especially all of you who have been with me since the start of my channel. There are so many of you that constantly comment and you guys are amazing. I love you guys. I love chatting with you guys. You probably like make my day so happy whenever I see you comment. So just know that I really do appreciate you. So yeah, I've rambled too much. All the support I need comes from you watching my videos and just enjoying my videos and just from the added value that I give you whenever you tell me like that this video came out at the right time. That makes me so happy. So yeah, thank you for bearing with me as I ramble through this really weird video. If you made it this far, woo! And if you didn't, I completely understand. I would have ditched a long time ago too. Let me know in the comments what you think of everything I said. What do you think of me doing a live stream where I write with you guys? What do you think of me cooking a meal while live streaming with you guys? Or maybe even answering your questions and while I cook and then posting that later. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, what do you guys think? If we do end up with the whole book analysis thing, we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, well, you know, we could change things up. It's at the end of the day, I'm doing this to make this channel better, not just to like make it different. So yeah, if it doesn't work out, we will find something that does. At the end of the day, I'm doing this for you guys. I want you to be happy. So let me know. Let me know what you think of everything. Again, thank you for all your support and I will see you hopefully next week if I'm done with this book and that's what you guys want me to do. Bye guys.